Hello, viewers. We are going to present our analytical study on the topic of Delhi government budget of 2024-25. Here, the revenue surplus budget has been presented. We want to leave everything on the Delhi people, whether the 2024-25 Delhi budget is or it veers around or hovers around the Ram Rajya vision of from Ayodhya or from Sheesh Mahal, or it is a Ravan Rajya vision where extortionist taxation policy along with huge curtailment on priority sector schemes have been done to pave the way for presentation of revenue surplus budget of 2024-25. Here, one should understand that surplus budget always presents or puts dampening impact on productive factors of production, which provides not a better gross state domestic product GSDP, while deficit budget, which always encourages the factors of production and productive sectors where all productive forces are encouraged just to produce more, just to invest more, for consumption more, for investment more, to increase GSDP for the state of Delhi. But we see that Delhi budget continuously is presenting revenue surplus budget, which is, whether it is right or wrong, only Delhi people will say. Here, we want to present that in the presentation of Delhi budget 2024-25, a huge cut in private sector schemes has been done. And here, private sector schemes means public benefit facilities. That includes hospitals, education, health, road, transportation, flyovers, air quality, pollution free Delhi, garbage free Delhi, etc. And we are seeing that continuously there is a curtailment in priority sector schemes. This is not good in the interest of people of Delhi because it puts dampening impact over their work efficiency and productive capacity, as well as on their health and their educational abilities. This is the situation. Very first, we would like to present that in 2024-25 budget, we see that there is a curtailment of rupees 2,800 crores on budgetary allocation. In last year budget, the budget has been remained around rupees 78,800 crores, while this year budget means 2024-25 budget has remained up to rupees 76,000 crores. It means 2,800 crores has been curtailed in this budget. Further, So far as private sector schemes are concerned, you will see that in last year there has been curtailment of 25% on priority sector schemes. And last year, priority sector schemes has been allotted for about rupees 43 lakh 700 crores, while the actual expenditure in last year on priority sector schemes has come about rupees 32,600 crores. It means the curtailment of rupees 11,100 crores in priority sector schemes in last year. When we pay attention in 2024-25 budget, we see that there is also a huge curtailment near about above to 11% on priority sector schemes, and it has been curtailed from 43,700 crores to 39,000 crores. It means there is a curtailment of rupees 4,700 crores in this budget on priority sector schemes. While on these things, see that the priority sector schemes are hugely curtailed continuously in different budgets. This is putting wrong or dampening impact on the resident of Delhi, particularly on the workers, on the youths, on the unemployed, on housewives, on and other productive forces. Even working women are also facing such type of difficulties. So we see that in last year budget there is a 25% curtailment on private sector schemes, and this year budget another 11% curtailment has been added to the private sector schemes, other than more than 2,800 crores curtailment on budgetary provisions. This is a highly pathetic situation for Delhi people, but Delhi people will take decision. Now we will pay attention towards the taxation policy of Delhi. It has become extortionist and exorbitant, because when we pay attention to the huge or extortionist taxation policy of 2022, where the tax growth rate has become more than 36%. So taxation growth rate has remained above to 26%, 36%, not 26, 36% in 2022, while the tax revenue has been collected in 2023 only up to rupees 14,500 crores. That is also a huge amount of tax has been collected. Further, we pay attention that in recent budget in 2024-25, the tax growth rate has remained above to 18%, while we pay attention towards the total tax collection, which has remained about 76% of the total revenue receipt of the Delhi state. This is the highest one In this situation, it becomes clear that taxation has been extortionist and exorbitant. Where, when we compare these Delhi taxation growth rate with all India taxation growth rate, then we see that all India level it has remained 18% growth rate only, while in Delhi it is above to 18% taxation growth rate. While USA tax to GDP ratio has remained 25%, while China's debt to GDP ratio by around 20%, while India's tax to GDP ratio is around 18%. So far as seeing these data, it becomes clear that the taxation growth rate or tax growth rate on multiple taxes have increased massively in recent years. Not only this budget, but the last budget and even earlier budgets, taxation are hugely collected. This is the thing. Just to represent or to present a revenue surplus budget. But revenue surplus budget means proper utilization of tax collected. But here, tax collected is inappropriately used along with vast curtailment on priority sector schemes. This makes the Delhi people a worst situation, and this situation is not good in the welfare of productive forces of Delhi. Further, we will pay attention towards the GSDP, Gross State Domestic Product of Delhi. We see that in 2023-24, in the last year budget, the GSDP of Delhi has remained around 10 rupees 10 lakh crores. And out of it, we see that the sectoral contributions in this GSDP has remained in the following way. The services sector contribution in GSDP of Delhi has remained above to 86%, while manufacturing only by 12%, while primary sector contribution only 2%. But we pay attention towards the private investment contribution in GSDP, then it becomes the largest one, where in Delhi the more than 95% private investments are contributing in the GSDP of Delhi, while the Delhi government contribution is minimal, near about 5% or less than 5%. Because of larger investment in services sector by or through private investors. This is the situation of providing such type of contributions of services sector and private investment which generates higher GSDP, about rupees 10 lakh crores. But this year, in 2024-25, I think that the Delhi GSDP has remained below to 10 lakh crores because of curtailment on general budget or budget of 2024 by 2024-25 by rupees 2,800 crores. And other than this, the heavy curtailment of on the primary sector schemes, which has also remained above to 11%, that is around 4,700 crores curtailment on priority sector schemes, because in this budget there is a provision of only 39,000 crores on priority sector schemes, while earlier it has remained by rupees 43,700 crores. This is the curtailment side of on priority sector schemes, which are putting a great dampening impact on the productive forces of the Delhi people in lack of infrastructural facilities, which should have been provided by the Delhi government by putting more and more expenditure on priority sector schemes as well as lower taxation, so that the productive forces should be encouraged to increase Delhi GSDP. But unfortunately, it is not going to happen. Now, when we pay attention towards the per capita income of Delhi, as has been presented in 2024-25 economic survey, where the government says that per capita income of Delhi has increased hugely by rupees 3.7 lakh. But by presenting this huge per capita income, the government has forgotten to present the per capita debt of Delhi people. The present tax burden on Delhi people is rupees 41,500 crores, and when we calculate over it, then the per capita debt comes around 3.71 lakh. While we add the tax or interest payment on tax on these tax this burden, debt burden, then it becomes near about equal to or above to per capita income of Delhi. Means per capita income of Delhi and per capita debt of Delhi becomes almost equal to it, when the total debt burden and interest payment over it is calculated. But government has forgotten to present per capita debt burden on Delhi people. So it becomes a duty of Delhi people to think or ponder over it, that whether their per capita income has increased or whether their per capita debt has become equal to per capita income. This is a peculiar situation, and this situation has put dampening impact on the productive forces. Further, when we pay attention towards the unemployment situation of Delhi, the time of presentation of budget 2024-25, before it economic survey of 2025-24-25, the government has said that virtually there is no unemployment in Delhi. But before putting such type of statement, Delhi government has forgotten that the CM of Delhi has announced that per year government will provide 4 lakh employment each year. But up till now, not even 4 people have got government permanent job. This is the situation. This exposes the statement of government and through presentation of economic survey of 2024-25. This is the situation. In this situation, it becomes clear that on the level of budgetary provision, on the level of curtailment of budgetary provision, curtailment on priority sector schemes, highest level of taxation in Delhi, and lower quality or almost the worst quality of public utilities are being provided in the form of where air quality is not up to the mark, where roads and flyovers are not being cleaned, where clean waters are not available, where substandard medicines are being provided in mohalla clinics. There are fake health cards in mohalla clinic and other types of things where not a proper removal of garbages and out of it mountainous garbages are providing a health hazard for the people of Delhi where air pollution is the worst. This is the situation where the government budget, Delhi government budget of 2024-25 have been presented by saying that this budget is a Ram Rajya vision, presented within the vision of Ram Raj. Now it depends upon people of Delhi to take decision whether it is within the vision of Ram Rajya of Ayodhya or within the vision of Ram Rajya of Sismal, or in the midst of rising taxes and curtailment of public sector, priority sector schemes. The Ravan's vision are looking, or it provides Ravan's vision of extortionist taxation and public priority sector schemes curtailment, which are putting dampening impact on the productive forces, especially on unemployed youths, especially on students, our housewives, our elder or senior citizens who are paying a rising medical bill and hospital costs, and as well as the workers who are working on a contract basis. Almost all institutions in Delhi government, there are a provision of contract workers, not permanent government jobs are here. While CM has provided 4 lakh employment each year. This is the highly pathetic situation. And under this situation, we want to leave the thing, and we have presented my analytical study on the budget of 2024-25 of Delhi. Now people of Delhi will think properly and take decision properly whether they are satisfied with this budget, or they are thinking there is a need of some improvement, there is a need of some changes, where they are living in a heap of garbages, in worst air pollution, in a worst air quality, in a mountainous garbage centers, and non-availability, or better, not availability of water treatment plants in Delhi, not cleanliness of Jamuna river as has been promised. This is the situation, and we leave these things on the people of Delhi to take decision properly whether I am right or wrong. but I have simply presented my analytical study on the basis of data. Thanks, a lot of thanks to our people, to our viewers.